Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. You clicked on this video because you guys want to know the best indicators for day trading. I have been trading for more than 3 years now, and as with any other trader, I have tried thousands of indicators, but these days I only use these 5 indicators that I will be showing you guys in this video. Before we start this video, I want to clear this out that indicators are like supplements of the fitness world. If you're into fitness, you have been taking protein, pre-workouts and everything, but these supplements can't replace the benefits of a proper diet and nutrition. Similarly, in trading, indicators can only help you with your trading journey. They can't replace the benefits of reading the pure price action and volume. If you are a beginner trader, start with reading the pure price action first and then slowly apply indicators. This is one of the main mistakes and one of the most important mistakes I made as a beginner trader. I was relying on indicators to indicate my buy and sell. For example, if you search online and you will see that moving averages crossover is an indicator to sell and to go short the market, but you guys know that 90% of the time it doesn't work out. You can't be a consistent trader by only relying on indicators to indicate your buy and sell. Saying that, in this video I will be showing you guys the indicators I use and how I use them. I will open the TradingView application. I will slowly apply each indicator one by one and show you guys the benefits of those indicators. Here's a naked chart in front of you. I'm calling it naked because it doesn't have any indicators. It's pretty uncommon to see a chart like this without any indicators. Anything apart from support and resistance, candlesticks, trend lines are indicators on your chart. That brings us to our first indicator. The very first indicator is the most basic indicator that 99.99% of the traders use, and it's called volume. I know volume is very basic, but stay tuned till the end of this video because I will be disclosing a few other indicators that are very important for any day trader. I will apply the volume bars now. These volume bars signifies the number of shares being traded on that particular candle. You can look at the volume bars on 1 day, 15 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes time frame, whatever that is. If you want to know the number of shares being traded, you have to focus on this green or red number at the top of the screen near the volume. So on 4th of March 2021, a total of 183.433 million of shares were traded on that candle. How you use volume for your trading? A lot of strategies, and most of the strategies in fact use this volume component. For example, if you're looking for bull flag, bull pennant, bear flag, bear pennant, all of these strategies have a volume component. On the bullish move towards the upside, you need high volume. On the flag, ideally you want low volume. On the next breakup, you want the increase in volume. I recently made a video on my channel on how I was able to capitalize on a bull pennant strategy on Tesla. I also broke down volume component in that video. I will post that video somewhere around here and in the description box below. So make sure that you guys watch that video after this video to know how I use volume to my advantage. The second most important indicator is VWAP. So VWAP can act as a support and resistance, and it's one of the most important indicators for any day trader because this is one of the indicators that use the volume component as well. VWAP is volume weighted average price. It takes into consideration the price and the volume of that stock as well, unlike moving averages that only depend on the price of that stock. On my chart, VWAP is blue in color. You can change it to white, green, red, whatever that is, but in basic terms it means that if the stock is above VWAP, that means buyers are in control. If the stock is under VWAP, that means sellers are in control. So again, I'm repeating this. If the stock is above VWAP, the VWAP will act as support. If the stock is under VWAP, the VWAP will act as resistance. We can see an example here. NVIDIA had a push towards the upside, pulled back to the VWAP, it's acting as support, and went back up towards the upside, failed to break the high of the day. VWAP is acting as support again. VWAP is acting as support 3 times or 4 times right here. Then we have to focus on price action as well. It made a triangle right here, pushed under the VWAP with high volume, sellers took control, and now VWAP is acting as resistance here. It tried to push above the VWAP, buyers were not able to hold it above VWAP, failed again towards the downside. How I use VWAP? It's that if a stock is above VWAP, I don't short it. If a stock is under VWAP, I don't try longing it. Secondly, if a stock is very extended from the VWAP, I refuse to trade that stock because I know that stocks have a tendency to pull back to the VWAP. Now, some of you guys may have a question that why don't you short a stock that is very extended from the VWAP? The first reason is that I don't like reversal trading. I am not a reversal trader. A lot of reversal trader will see this as triple top and they will short it. That's not me. And you never know how much a stock can be extended from the VWAP. You can try shorting it here. You can try shorting it here. You can try shorting here. So Becky, you never know how much a stock can go towards the upside or towards the downside. The third indicator is one of the most popular indicators again is the moving averages. I personally use the 9 and 20 EMA and 50 and 200 SMA. So there are two types of moving averages. EMAs are exponential moving averages. These follow the stock price more closely compared to the simple moving averages because these give more weight to the current price of the stock. Compared to simple moving averages, they give equal weight to the price of the stock. On my chart, these gray lines are the EMAs, 9 and 20 EMAs. One most important thing to note here is that the moving averages only work when stock is in an uptrend or a downtrend. If you are trading a stock that is in between a range, the volume is very low, the moving averages won't work. That's why I'm taking an example of AMD. The day it broke $100 level on the 5-minute chart, it had a push towards the upside, pull back to the 9 EMA, post again, pull back to the 9 EMA, post again towards the upside, broke the 9 EMA, reclaimed the 9 EMA, found support at 9 EMA, post towards the upside, broke the 9 EMA, found support at 20 EMA, push towards the upside. So I use moving averages to signify if a stock is very extended from the moving average, I won't take it. I need a nice pullback to the moving average. And if the moving averages are holding on the 5-minute chart intraday or the 15-minute chart, that means it's still in a healthy uptrend or downtrend. I use the EMAs, exponential moving averages, intraday on small time frames, 1 minute, 5 minutes and 15 minutes. On higher time frames, 1-day chart and the 1-hour chart, I use the 50 and 200 SMA. That is the simple moving average. These orange lines are the simple moving averages. The line that is following the price more closely is the 50 SMA, and the line that is lagging behind is the 200 SMA. The AMD just bounced off this 200 SMA, had a nice rally towards the upside, pulled back to the 200 SMA on the 1-day chart, then we had a nice push towards the upside. So I use these SMAs, simple moving averages, as strong support and resistance on higher time frames, and I use exponential moving averages intraday to see if a trend is still holding or not. The fourth indicator that is very important indicator for me to look at the higher time frame is the volume profile. It's called the volume profile visible range. I get a lot of questions on how you apply this indicator. I think it's only available for the pro version of TradingView. You go here, go in volume profile, and I have this visible range right here. If you guys want to see my settings for the volume profile, I will go into the settings. You can take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot again, take a screenshot again, and then you can copy my settings if you guys want to. So how do I use volume profile? Actually, that is a very good question because I recently made a video on how I used volume profile to make $1,700 on NVDA. That was a really good example of me using volume profile to my advantage right at the open. So make sure that you guys watch that video. I explain volume profile in very detail in that video. The link will be up there and in the description box below. But watch that video after this video because we still have 2 more indicators to discuss. Before I explain the volume profile, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up because it helps out the channel a lot. It also helps me in knowing that you guys are liking these videos and I should keep making them. What volume profile shows is that how much shares are being traded at a specific price in a specific time duration. So on my chart from 28th of April to 25th of August, majority of the volume is being done around this zone. You can see very high volume here. This yellow line, dotted line, is the VPOC. It's called volume point of control. That means the majority of the shares are being traded around the 108 price level. It's never precise to the penny. It's just an idea. So I know that between 108 to 110, a lot of volume is being done. Another important factor of the volume profile is to focus on the highlighted area. This area from 122 to around $85 is highlighted. At the bottom, it's not highlighted. So this highlighted area shows that 70% of the volume from 28th of April 2021 to 25th of August is being done from 85 level to $122 level, with majority of the volume being done from 108 to $110 level. The top of the 70% zone is called the value area high, that is called VAH. The bottom of the 70% zone is called the volume area low, that is called VAL. How do I use volume profile? So I know that this high volume area is a messy zone because neither the buyers nor the sellers are winning in this zone. We have a lot of levels here. The stock is chopping around this zone a lot. That's why it has very high volume. Now, if it breaks either towards the upside, that means buyers took control and we can take it towards the upside. If it breaks towards the downside, we have a volume gap here from $100 to $103, $104. So if it breaks 100 or 102 towards the downside, we have a volume gap to fill towards the downside. That is another strategy based on volume profile. So make sure that you watch that volume profile video. The next 2 indicators are the average true range, ATR in short, and relative volume, RVOL in short. ATR is pretty easy to understand. It shows you how much a stock is moving on an average on a daily basis. It's just not a simple average. It's a complex calculation, but it's 21st century. You don't have to do it manually using a calculator. The platform does it for you. It's pretty easy to apply ATR on the TradingView application. You go in indicator, you search for ATR, and that is the average true range. And similarly, you can also search for EMA. That is the exponential moving average that I am using. So you just have to search for the indicator on TradingView. It will show up. It's pretty easy. For the ATR, you have to focus on this number right there. So I am calculating for the past 14 days. I am not like the platform is. On 25th of August, for the past 14 days, AMD is moving on an average $4.2. That is the difference between the low of the day and the high of the day. And how do you use ATR? It's pretty simple. If a stock, say for example, has an ATR of $10, and on that day, the stock has already moved $12 or $15 for the day. So that means the stock is extended. It has already moved past its average true range. That means if the buyers entered at the bottom and the stock is moving towards the upside, they will seek profit taking, and that just means that the stock is very extended. So if I'm as a trader, if I want to take it long, I will just be a bit more cautious if the stock has moved past its ATR. The last indicator is relative volume, and it's again one of the most important indicators if you are a day trader, because a lot of traders don't focus on relative volume, but it's one of the most underrated but one of the most important indicators. You can't see the relative volume on the TradingView application. It shows up on Finviz. So if you have a Finviz Elite subscription, the paid one, it's called finviz.com. Or if you have Dash Trader Pro like me, it also shows up there. I know a lot of traders in our Discord group, they don't have access to relative volume. So every single market open day, within the first 15 minutes of market open, I post a screenshot of relative volume on our Discord group. This is the relative volume channel in our Discord group. This last column is the RVOL that I post every single market open day. Baba had a relative volume of 387%. It was also gapping up for the day. That means Baba has 3.8 times the volume on that day compared to the average volume it does usually. For day trading, you at least need the relative volume to be more than 100% if you are trading a stock. For example, Tesla, sometimes if it's breaking a critical level, the relative volume is around 200%. Today, it was only 90%. So I kind of know to stay away from Tesla because it's not grabbing a lot of attention. And for day trading, you need a lot of volume in the market. You need more volume compared to the usual volume it does on a daily basis. And this shows me if a stock is doing more volume or less volume compared to the average volume it does. Oftentimes, I'm looking at a stock in my watch list, but the relative volume is only like 40%. So I just remove it from my watch list because I don't like trading a stock with a relative volume of less than 80% or 70%. These are the indicators I use on a daily basis. I know a lot of traders, they use RSI, MACD, Fibonacci levels. There are like millions of indicators in the TradingView database. So you guys can go through all the indicators and you're going to spend 10 years looking for the indicators that work for you. For me, I am a scalper. So I enter and exit a trade sometimes within 10 seconds. I can't look at a lot of indicators. That just means distractions for me. I like to focus on price action. I like to focus on volume. I like to focus on level 2, time and sales, and the market depth. My trades are based on these things. These indicators help me to see if a stock is too extended, if the stock is holding a trend or something. So they just supplement my trading. That's it, guys. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading. If you guys have any video suggestions, post a comment down below and I will make sure to make a video on those suggestions as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you are making a mistake because it's free, and you should follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of good content on Instagram as well. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.